Welcome to the world of the short leash. I'm guessing you adopted a dog to save it. You've got so much love to give. I have no doubt about that. My job isn't to teach you how to love your dog. You already have that. I'm here to give you the tools so that your love can turn into a calm, stable, and happy life together. Before we dive in, please follow for more dog training videos. Okay, let's meet your dog. You're ready to welcome your rescued dog into your home. You've thought about getting a dog for a long time. And now the moment has finally come. There's a lot of excitement. But listen, the work begins right now. I am here to tell you exactly what to do on the first day and what you need at home. It's not enough to be loving and kind. Your dog needs structure, calm leadership, and clear rules. Otherwise, you'll just add to the chaos in your life and in their life. Let me ask you, have you taken some time to prepare for the arrival of the dog? Some people start researching online the day they adopt their dog. Now it is time to put the phone down and pay attention to your dog. Because they are depending on you to show them how the world works. They may be timid and fearful, or maybe overexcited. Either way, it's up to you to start showing them what life is going to be like. Let's start with the basics. What do you actually need at home? There's no need to overspend. What really matters is a collar, a leash, food and water bowls, dog food and time. It's always better to bring a rescue dog home when you have more free time. Between jobs, or just before a vacation, make sure you continue feeding your dog the same food it got at the shelter. Even if your intentions are good and you want to improve their diet, a sudden switch often leads to diarrhea. Changing food must be gradual. As for a bed, I recommend not buying one just yet. Start with cheap, simple blankets. It's disappointing to find out your dog likes to chew expensive beds. I also strongly recommend investing in a crate, not a puppy playpen. Yes, playpens look better, and they have some uses, but they won't give you or the dog the security needed to stay alone calmly and safely, without damage. Here's a little secret about the first days with a new dog. Your goal isn't to fall in love. You can't rush that part. Your job is to lay a foundation so that you can live together comfortably and happily. Now, I know it sounds heartless. Maybe you were hoping to cuddle all day and connect emotionally. But that comes later, after you both understand the basics of living together. It's better to start off slow and steady than fast and fail. When a dog ends up in a shelter, it wasn't easy going for them. Maybe they weren't socialized enough. Maybe they were abused or neglected. Maybe they had a hard life. Whatever it was, you have a chance to give them a good life now. And that starts with the right mindset on day one. The right mindset from day one. Most people fantasize about instant emotional connection. Love at first sight. And yes, that connection will come. But what really matters is the long term. I want your dog to stay with you for life, not end up being rehomed again. That's why I received the dog into my home in a way that may seem a bit strict, but it's intentional and deeply caring. If a dog ends up in a shelter, it probably wasn't the easiest dog. Otherwise, it would have already found a home. Maybe it's been through some things, but in over 20 years of working with rescue dogs, I see the same patterns. Dogs who never learned to be alone. Dogs who were overspoiled. Dogs used to sleeping in their owner's bed and glued to them on the couch. Who developed dependence dogs who never got clear boundaries. When you adopt a dog, your job is to give them the tools for a shared life with you. So, right from the start, you need to think of yourself as the CEO of the household. The dog doesn't get to move in until they understand that you're in charge. Think of it this way. If you were moving into a new apartment, you wouldn't let anyone move in until you'd agreed on ground rules. So why expect your dog to behave perfectly without any context? By the way, you shouldn't have to agree on ground rules with your human family members either. That's a mistake a lot of families make. Instead, you should be able to count on your family to respect your authority. After all, you're the one who invited them in. The number one priority, teaching your dog to be alone. Yes, we'll teach boundaries later too. But the first and most important skill is helping the dog stay home alone. That's how you'll feel safe leaving the house again. The safest, most reliable way for your dog and your home is using a crate, so already on day 1, start crate training. Toss tasty treats inside the crate, even throw in little hot dog pieces while the crate is closed. Let the dog see it happening. Get interested, wait about 30 seconds as they try to get in, and then open it. Repeat several times once your dog feels comfortable going in. Close the crate and sit on the couch. Send a calm message. Now we chill. Crate training is worth the effort. Without it, you'll never feel safe leaving your dog alone. I'm planning to make a full video on this soon. And by the way, I know you have questions about how big should the crate be. Can they eat in there? How long can they stay in there? I'll answer all these questions and more. Stay tuned for more updates. The right mental framing. I teach people to treat a new dog like you would treat a new employee. You don't give them all the privileges on day 1. You let them earn them. You teach them what this new workplace is about, what they didn't do in the old one. Start off firm and loosen up later. Gradually give more freedom. If you start the other way around, it'll be much harder to fix bad habits later. Just like we adjust to a new job, dogs also adapt more easily at the beginning. If your dog was used to lying on the couch, chewing pillows, doing their business indoors, they'll have a much easier time adjusting if you start teaching them on day 1. Bringing the dog home. The right way. Bring the dog home early in the day, when you have time to do it right. Plan on lots of short walks. That will help them learn to go potty near your home. Walks should be around 10 minutes each. The goals of those walks: 1. Exposure to the environment. 2. Getting comfortable doing their business outside. 3. Burning energy, so you can start teaching them to relax alone later in addition to the crate. I use the short tether method. Sadly, many dogs don't know how to be alone, and many owners don't even realize that they need to teach it. That's why so many dogs end up back in shelters. One of the tools I use is the short tether method. Tie the dog's leash to a heavy object, like a couch leg. Sit nearby, watch TV, occasionally pet the dog, occasionally get up, walk away, and come back at first. They might protest or whine a bit, but after a while, they realize they can't move much, and they just lie down. That's what we want. To teach them, they don't need to be glued to us all the time. It's calming and grounding. And it's one of the most important tools you will unlearn anywhere else. By the way, one warning about the short tether: anything within the dog's reach may get chewed. Never leave them unsupervised while tethered. So let me sum up what you need to do on the first day. You have 3 main missions. 1. Crate training. 2. Short tether exercises. 3. Lots of short walks. Tether the dog to multiple safe points throughout the day. It might not sound fun for them, but it's necessary, and it also prepares them for the night, where they don't sleep in your bed. You can tether them to the bedpost or a heavy item they can drag around. That said, I know you're dying to hear how to socialize a rescue dog, how to stop destructive behavior, and how to teach basic commands. But remember, everything comes later than the foundation. That's how you build a house. You start with the basement, and you can't skip steps. Don't worry, I'm here to guide you through all of it. Just stay tuned for more content. Remember, love is essential, but proper training is what keeps the relationship going strong. And I'll be here to guide you every step of the way. Do you have a question about bringing a dog home? Leave it in the comments, and I'll answer. Good luck. I know you'll do great. And remember, we're all in this together. See you soon.